Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, February 4th, 2019. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The following is an announcement from the Ministry of Social Development in the Nevis Island Administration regarding the check disbursement schedule for the Household Assistance Program. The Nevis Island Administration informs the general public that checks issued for January 2019 for the Household Assistance Program will be distributed from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, February 5th, 2019, and 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Friday, February 8th, 2019. The venue for both days will be the El Camino TVET Park Pavilion. Persons who will be collecting checks are asked to present a valid piece of government-issued identification. Persons who will be collecting on behalf of other persons are asked to note that they must present a valid piece of government-issued identification of the persons for whom they are collecting, as well as a personal valid piece of identification. Persons who registered and are unsure of whether they qualified for the Household Assistance Program are asked to contact the Department of Social Services at 469-0720 or 469-5521 extension 2045 or 6297 for verification. Persons who have been contacted and who have not collected their checks for December 2018 are asked to note that the distribution dates, times, and locations are 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, February 5th, 2019, and 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Friday, February 8th, 2019, at the El Camino TVET Park Pavilion. Construction work on the Gingerland Cultural Center is progressing well. That is according to Minister of Culture and Chair of the Gingerama Festival Committee, the Honorable Eric Evelyn.
Now, we were here in January, earlier in January, where I would have laid the first block. The preliminary work would have started in December last year, and I must say from then until now the work has progressed extremely well to the point where we are now pouring the floor for the building today here at Cronies. Of course, since then we would have had quite a bit of work being done by the electrician, by the plumber, by the contractor, and of course we have also included IT as a part of the project as well. So IT would have come and done some work, and of course we will also be having some air conditioning as well. So all in all, things have progressed well to my estimation. I must say a very hearty thank you to Mr. Antonio Abernathy-Liebert. He is what I would say the interim project manager. Of course, we are also getting some supervision from the Public Works Department that Minister Brand is in charge of. And all in all, I am extremely pleased with the way the work is progressing here at the Cultural Center in Gingerland.
Project manager and member of the Gingerama Committee, Antonio Liebert, notes that this is just the first phase of the project.
This is only phase one of this project, where we are erecting the building. Within the structure, we are going to be having 4 dress rooms and 4 bathrooms. And we are going to have a performing area, a stage area. Also, as part of the first phase, we will be constructing some booths, some concessionary areas, because we want to give the people of Gingerland an opportunity to make money during the Culturama event that is brought here, and also during the Gingerama festival when it is held. And so we would want to complete the first phase by putting up a concrete fencing and also an entrance gate. So that will be phase one. And phase two, which we'll go into sometime next year, once the funds become available, we are looking at erecting a stand on the southern portion of the grounds, and under the stand we are going to have bathroom facilities, we are going to have a kitchen, we are going to have a bar.
Minister of Public Works, the Honorable Spencer Brand, who also visited the site on Friday, February 1st, noted that he is very impressed with the progress of the building construction.
From what I'm seeing here, the project looks very much on schedule, and as the Minister of Public Works, we of course are giving the support to the Ministry of Culture to see to it that they complete this project on time, on budget, and of course at a very high standard. I know that this is a project that was promised many years ago, And I am so happy to see that it is finally coming to fruition, and I want to say congratulations to the Minister of Culture and the project manager to see that we are at this stage.
The Gingerland Community Festival, Gingerama, is held during the month of December. Minister of Culture, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, has pledged the support of the Nevis Island administration as St. Kitts and Nevis celebrates History and Heritage Month during February. The outreach activity is hosted by various organizations, including the Brimstone Hill Fortress National Park Society, the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, NHCS, the St. Christopher National Trust, the Departments of Culture and Education on St. Kitts, as well as a number of individuals.
The month of activities this year is being observed under the theme African Survivals in St. Kitts and Nevis. I take this opportunity to encourage the members of the general public on Nevis to support the activities that will be hosted here on the island in observance of History and Heritage Month 2019. Friday, February 8th has been dubbed Heritage Wear Day, and as many persons as possible are being encouraged to wear something that depicts our heritage. Your heritage wear should also depict this year's theme. You are also encouraged to post your pictures on your Facebook page, Instagram, or WhatsApp status. You should also tag the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society. Saturday, February 16th is dubbed Heritage Day on Nevis. On that day, there will be a tour of the Coconut Walk New River Reforestation Project, and that will take place from 9 a.m. until 12 noon. That project, of course, is being funded by the Global Environment Facility, GEF, with the NHCS playing a major role on Nevis being awarded that project.
This year, the NHCS will also host Evening with the Arts African Edition featuring food, fashion and culture.
This activity with a difference is scheduled to be hosted on Saturday, February the 23rd from 7 to 9 p.m. at Hamilton House, Samuel Hunkins Drive. The dress code is heritage or cocktail wear. Hors d'oeuvres will be served and a cash bar will be available. Tickets will be available at the NHCS for EC $50 or US $20. The activities have been specially planned to attract a wide cross-section of the general public. It is important that members of the public take this opportunity to learn more about our nation's history and heritage.
History and Heritage Month seeks to promote greater knowledge, understanding and appreciation of the history, heritage and culture of St. Kitts and Nevis among citizens, thereby fostering stronger national identity and pride. Still to come, Culturama consultation to take place at Franklin Brown Community Center. The details after this break.
Trouble, trouble, trouble! Let me go! Everybody come! That one you're gonna mad! We are gonna push forward! I want to hear everybody say, ready! Ready!
Welcome back. Contracts to begin construction at secondary schools in St. Kitts and Nevis as part of the Technical and Vocational Education and Training TVET Enhancement Project were signed on Friday, January 25th at the Ministry of Education's conference room on St. Kitts. Permanent Secretary William Hodge signed on behalf of the Federal Ministry of Education, while Michael Bainu signed on behalf of Bainu Rao Wiltshire Partners Architectural Practice from Trinidad, whose company was granted the work for St. Kitts, and Gilbert Fontenant signed on behalf of FDL Consulting of St. Lucia, who will work on the Nevis end of the project. The event marked the end of the project's development phase following years of planning, preparation, vetting and reviewing of bids from firms. According to Courtney Thompson, Chief Executive Officer at the St. Kitts and Nevis TVET Secretariat, the efforts that are being undertaken with the TVET Enhancement Enhancement project is to get the Federation in line with other regional countries and provide skilled and competent individuals for the workforce in St. Kitts and Nevis and the region. Both representatives from the contracted firms agree that their joint experience will deliver the highest quality product that meets the expectations of the users. As part of the TVET Enhancement project, rehabilitation work and, in some cases, erection of infrastructure will be done at the TVET labs at the secondary schools on both islands, with the exception of Bastille High School. The facilities at the Advanced Vocational Education Center, AVEC, will also be expanded to provide additional classrooms and lab spaces. On Tuesday, February 5th, 2019, the Ministry of Culture will host the second in a series of 3 consultations on the way forward for Nevis's summer festival, Culturama. The purpose of the consultations is to get ideas and suggestions from members of the public on how to improve the festival. The idea for the consultations was that of Minister of Culture, the Honorable Eric Evelyn.
I want my ministry and Culturama and the activities, we want to be as transparent as possible. And that is why we would have had that press conference at the end of Culturama last year, where I would have presented to the public for all to see and hear a financial statement with regards to some of the monies we would have spent and some of the monies that we would have received as sponsorship. So it's all a part of being transparent, a part of an administration that wants more transparency, and so this is all part of that process of transparency. After every Culturama festival, there is a lot of chatter across the island, most of it criticism as to what we didn't do right, what went wrong with Culturama. And I think it is important, Culturama being a government festival, a festival for all of us, that the people should have a say in terms of what they feel should take place and what any deficiencies that might be and how we could correct them for you to suggest solutions. And so I think it is a very important initiative that we're doing these consultations to give people a voice.
The Tuesday, February 5th consultation will take place at 7 p.m. at the Franklin Brown Community Center at Camps Village. The final consultation will take place on Tuesday, February 12th at the Red Cross headquarters in Charlestown, also at 7 p.m. Today, Monday, February 4th, the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, joined its member states and the rest of the world to unite to make cancer prevention a health priority. A media release from the agency notes that in the Caribbean region, cancer is the second leading cause of death. However, a significant number of cancer deaths can largely be reduced and prevented. Breast and cervical cancer are the leading causes of cancer deaths in women and have a significant negative societal impact in the region. Among Caribbean men, prostate cancer is the most common cause of cancer deaths, with lung cancer being second. Vaccination and screening programs are effective interventions to reduce the burden of specific types of cancer. Research shows that cervical cancer deaths are 2 to 9 times higher in the English and Dutch-speaking Caribbean compared to the United States of America. The number of deaths from cervical cancer is very concerning because this is the only cancer which is preventable through screening, early detection, treatment, and vaccination against the human papilloma virus HPV. The theme for World Cancer Day 2019, I Am and I Will, calls for personal commitment to help reduce the global burden of cancer. Adopting healthy lifestyle choices can go a long way toward reducing cancer risks and the associated personal and financial costs. Prevention measures include avoiding the use of tobacco, limiting alcohol use, keeping a healthy weight, being physically active, and eating a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. Participation in screening programs is strongly encouraged for the prevention of cervical cancer and early detection of breast, colon, and rectum cancer, and being vaccinated against hepatitis B and HPV. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.